everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. I have no idea how this video is going to go, what it's going to look like. Have no clue. We are getting a late start due to, and I'm not complaining because, I know it's colder other places. Like the coldest we're getting is like 6 degrees. Generally at night we're staying between like 10 and 15. High 25. You know what I mean? 20, 25. We're staying below freezing, but not nearly what other places are, right? But with everything we're going through, with the pipes freezing and breaking and the washing machine still down and all of that, and I'm not a cold person. And then TMI, it's my time this month, so I'm going through it. And now, as much as I love my grandbabies, I love them. I do. It's been nice not having them. However, the second storm's coming through. My daughter decided to bring them to me. I think she had enough the first storm, so she needs a break. Don't blame her. But then that puts 4 kids in my house, and they've already canceled school for tomorrow. So out of this whole week, they've went to school today. One day. One day, that's all they're going to school. Fun times over here. But with that said, let's get started because we are doing Valentine's Day Past. And I threw this look together really quickly. And in all fairness, the face turned out really good. I'm shocked. Okay, I'm generally shocked. For foundation, we're using L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow in the shade 203. Shocked. Not really. I like that. But then I decided, let's keep it drugstore, right? So for concealer, CoverGirl Simply Ageless Instant Fix in... I don't have the shade no more, y'all. Sorry. It fell off. But that's the concealer. For powder, you all, we're using Rimmel Stay Matte Press Powder Transparent 001. And I use that for the whole face. You know what? No, I didn't either. I only set the T-zone. I didn't even set the whole face today. Because I was rushing and I wasn't paying attention. So yeah, I only set the T-zone with that. That's probably why the bronzer came out darker than what it usually does on the perimeter. I was wondering why that was coming out darker. I really was. We got a gnat in here. We got a stink bug flying around. It sprayed my daughter today. Now that was pretty funny. She stunk. That was funny. I mean, it wasn't funny in case she's watching this. I feel so bad. I'm so sorry. Just saying. But for the bronzer, no, I am sorry. We're using Too Faced Natural Chocolate in Golden Cocoa. Now we're going into more of the mid-range. Look, I'm about to hit pan, y'all. I'm going to hit pan on this this year. I've determined that. For the blush, I am using the Cloud Crush in Candy Clouds. The very pinky one. Which I think goes good with Valentine's Day looks, to be fair. If I can open it. Why is it not opening? Oh, here we go. I think that's good Valentine's Day blush. And then for highlighter, I grabbed the Too Faced again in Rosy Glow. My little simple sample thingy. I'm about to hit pan on that too, towards the top here. That's got a dip in it. Where at? Oh, down here. It's down at this part. So, oh, there's no mirror on that. I don't know why I was holding it like there's a mirror. But yeah, that's the highlighter. And then today we're going to be using, I'm pretty sure this is a Valentine's Day palette. I'm sorry, it is. I think it launched around that time too, a couple years ago, but I'm really not for sure. But regardless, it's a Valentine's Day palette to me. And it is the Too Faced and the collab with Marielle. Am I saying that right? Marielle. Amor Caliente. And from my understanding, because I didn't know what that meant, it means love hot. Or hot love, however you want to dictate that. But the packaging looks like this. I mean, it's got a heart. It has to be Valentine's Day, right? I mean, it could also mean she has like hot love for her fans, but I'm taking it as it's Valentine's Day. But it reminds me of Valentine's Day even, kinda. Fiery in a way. But I do like this palette. Here's my thing with it. if you do have this at home, smell it. Don't do what I'm about to do, but it does smell like crayon. I don't know why. None of my other, like even the Too Faced palettes that at Christmas time that I'm like, I think they may be getting old. They don't smell. Okay, this one does. The other reason why we're getting so late is if you haven't watched any of my other videos, like my brushes were completely dirty and I couldn't take it anymore, so I had to wash them. They're drying, so then I had to find new brushes. Now that you assume would not be a problem, considering I have so many. But even though I have so many, like I don't like all of them. I have them. So I had to find ones that I liked. And I kind of liked the way the look turned out. Didn't turn out quite the way I wanted it to because I kind of went heavy handed with there's a glitter in this. I'm not a big fan of glitter, but we used it. But you'll see as we go. So let's get started. The first shade we're going to go into is Senorita. I really like this shade. I just think this is like the perfect shade to start with if you're going for a look. I don't know, a more pink look, but yet on the more neutral side. I don't know how to explain it. Here's my other problem, or not problem, but curiosity. Now, when you think of Valentine's Day, and the reason I'm saying this is because I was doing a low buy, and you know how I said that I probably would not stick to that? Well, I did not stick to that because I went and bought the Pat McGrath eyeshadow palette. I know. The highlighter, which that I was getting no matter what. The palette, though, I was kind of iffy on. I'm not going to lie. And then I bought the highlighter and the lipstick. Just one of the lipsticks, though. So I did save a little bit of money, but not too much. I was really, to be fair, I really didn't want that palette. Like, to me, no, like one of the shades is a repeat shade. The other three, I went through what I have in my collection and I have all, I thought I have them all. Could be wrong, but I didn't find them in there. So I guess they must be new. The only one I did find the one, the latest shade in the palette in the Christmas palette, I believe is the where I found it. But the other three I couldn't find, although I'm sure I could probably use a pink or a purple and it would have been fine. But I decided to get it nonetheless. Um, but when my thing with that is, and then I ordered the Color Pop. But my thing with it is that when you think of Valentine's Day, you do think pinks, reds, purples, right? I get it. But when you all go out on Valentine's Day, like if you have a Valentine's Day date, like I can kind of see if I was going out with the girls, I would wear that sort of thing. But like if you're going out on a date with your fiance or your husband or your significant other, are you wearing pinks and purples? Or are you wearing nothing? Or are you wearing like more of a glam look? Like what are you wearing? Because the more I thought about it, the more I was like, I'm wearing more of a, I mean, it might be more pinky, but it's more like a pinky nude, even. I don't know how to explain it, but it isn't like hot pink or red in it. You know what I mean? I don't even think I'd, maybe a purple to deepen the, but then it'd be like a champagne on the lip. I don't know. Like, I'm just curious. Like, what is your all's, like, look? And does it change? I'm sure my look has changed from the beginning when I first started getting into makeup to now, because I could definitely see myself going out in a hot pink look for Valentine's Day if I went out, right? But now that I'm a little bit into the makeup and like I don't know if that would be the way I would go or not. You know what I mean? I don't go out because, well, I just don't. It's too crowded and I don't know. I celebrate every day because I just love him so. Again, I do. Anyway, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just curious though. Like, what would you wear? What palette? Or even with colors. Like maybe there's not a specific palette, like maybe you jump. But what is the color story for Valentine's Day you would wear? Or would it depend? I think it would depend on me. If I was going out to dinner, I think I would go the more neutral glam route. Whereas if I was going to like a get together or like a fun time, maybe I would go more of the pinky, purple, red route. I don't know. But I do like this palette, by the way. I mean, granted, I hate that it smells. I don't understand that, but I do like it. We're going to go into hot and spicy now. Because I do remember getting it. Now, I don't watch this creator, to be fair. I think she's done a collab with ColourPop too. I think. But I don't watch the creator, to be fair. But I like her style. I like the color story, regardless. I basically got it because, it's two-faced, and I do like to collect those palettes. Bad on me. You should not be in a collector's mind, but I am. And I did like the color story, to be fair. And I still do. And I really don't know how old this palette is. I mean, technically the shelf life does say 12 months, so I definitely know that's expired, so I can't really say anything about that part of it. But I don't know. I'm just curious. Did y'all get this? Do y'all watch this creator? We're going to go back into Senorita, and I'm going to run it under my lower lash line. I'm going to tell you what, this stink bug is starting to get on my nerves. Part of me wants to like it because it was funny. It sprayed my daughter. She was gagging. It was great. I mean, it was wrong. It was so sad. So wrong. I felt so bad. Anyway, part of me wants to get it outside somehow. But I don't want to be sprayed. No thank you. I can't stand the smell of it either. And it's aggravating me. But part of me wants to let it live in here and let it thrive instead of going out into the cold and probably dying. Because it did give me a good chuckle. Of course, I sucked the chuckle up because my daughter looked at me. It wasn't a good look. I think I did something wrong. I don't know what that could have been, but Alright, now that I got Senorita and ran under the lower lash line, I use the Tarte Fake Awake, obviously, in my waterline because that's what I always use. For the most part. I just like this color. Really do. Now I'm going to take Hot and Spicy and run it under the lower lash line. Because why not? Like I said, I really threw this together pretty quickly. I'm shocked how well it came out. And it did come out as I envisioned, kinda. Again, heavy-handed with the glitter. But yeah, I purchased the 2 new collabs that launched today. The Pat McGrath and the ColourPop. Alright, now we're going to go into the shade Santa Monica. This one right here. And I'm going to put it all over the lid. And I do think I could have just left it like this. I didn't need to put that glitter on. And to be fair, I put it on last, the glitter, because I really was going to leave it like this, but then I just felt the need to, the glitter was calling to me. It was shiny, and it kept going, I'm shiny, I'm shiny. And I kept going, no, I don't like glitter. But then it said, I'm shiny. You want me. You need me. And you can see a huge difference. So I'll give it that. But Did I need it? I don't know. And it wasn't too bad to clean up. Like, it did fall a little. I used my finger to apply it. I'm sure if I would have sprayed it or used a glitter glue, I probably wouldn't even have had a mess. But I didn't. So, there's that. But, like, this look like this is just pretty. But it did. It kept saying, I'm shiny. And I was like, look, I know you're shiny. I know. I see you. I hear you. I don't need you, though. I did. This is a pretty color, too. This donut shade. I'm going to put that on my inner corner. I really like the donut shade, probably out of the whole palette, to be fair. I mean, I like that glitter shade, but I don't like glitter, so therefore, this is my favorite shade. Donut. And just look at that. Oh. Now that's a pretty color. You know it is. You can't tell me it's not. But did you get this? Did you even know it launched even? I mean, just... because I really never saw that many people talk about this palette either. Because I think I bought it at launch. I don't even think I waited. I think I did buy it at launch. But then I waited and I never saw anybody. And again, I don't follow the creator, so I never even thought to look her up to see, like, what it was about. Probably should have, but I didn't. Just darkening up that corner. But yeah, I will say though, I do like the palette. It is pretty. Alright, now we're going to go for the glitter shade, which is called Chancellor, I think. Chancellor. No, it'd have to be Chancellor. I'm just picking it up. I will say, like, it is different. I'm going to put it on the lid. And I don't recall how it was, if I even used it when I first got it. Because again, I'm not a big glitter person. I'm not. And I went heavy-handed, like I said. But what I will say is that it all came off my finger and onto the lid, or face. Like, I picked up a good bit, and there's really nothing left on my finger. And now I'm going to pat it in there really good. Now, some of it did fall, like I said, to be expected, you know. But even with that said, like, it brushed away really easily. Like, I'm kind of shocked about the glitter. Now, I do have more glitter on that side. Maybe I need to pick up a little more. Whoa, okay. I really picked it up. Okay, so. Oh, we're going to get a lot of fallout now. Oh, I put way too much. Way too much. Get it off. Get it off. Why do I do this? I knew better. Let me see if I can match it up now. Oh, Lord. See, this is why you don't mess with stuff. I knew better. And when you know better, you're supposed to do better. And I knew better, and I did it anyway. Let's get that locked in. For me, if I just take my finger and just keep pushing it, it does finally lock in almost all glitters, for that matter. Same with, like, Pat's special shades, although her thing really holds them shadows on. My personal opinion, that, what is this, the intensity wand thing for her shades, it would probably work for this too. Not saying it wouldn't, but you know. But that is a really pretty look. like I said, did I put too much glitter? Yes. Is there anything wrong with it? No. Because it's shiny. Do you hear that flying around? I don't think I'm going to be able to keep it as much as it has brought me happiness for today. It's now not bringing me happiness. And I have a feeling that it's going to come and bite me in the butt as it is going to spray me. We're going to use my Surratt eyelash curler to curl these lashes. Because I feel like, you know, if you're doing a Valentine's Day look, you're probably going to go all out and curl lashes. Probably even put some fake ones on, but we're not going that extreme now. We're not getting crazy. Because it'll just be a mess, to be fair. And then for mascara, I am going to use my Sephora for the top lashes. And I think that I could have just left it like that too. But again, I felt like I'm going all out, so we need to put it on the bottom lashes too. Mascara today. But I do think it looked really pretty with just top mascara. I'm trying to get into that. A, because I do think it looks okay. And B, I just want to keep seeing what it looks like on me to see if I like it, or if it's just something so different that I'm not used to. And of course I made a mess. Nothing new there. I'll fix it in a minute. I do think I like this mascara, you all, though. And that's not a bad thing, because it's pretty affordable, to be fair. I was thinking about buying a couple of Ulta, or not Ulta, well, I have Ulta Beauty stuff, to be fair. Some Sephora products, because they've launched a lot of new stuff. But I don't know, like, would it be worth it? You know what I mean? Because, like, I kind of know what I like. Like, I like Patman. I like the higher end stuff. I do. But at the same time, I want to be reasonable. Like, not A, everybody can afford that. And B, I can't always afford it, you know? So, like, if I ran out of something that I truly liked, let's be real, never going to happen. But if I did, like, I would want, and I couldn't afford it at the time, like, wintertime, you know, it's tight budgeting for us. So, like, I would like a reasonable, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Alternative. And I thought maybe the Sephora brand could be that. Maybe. I don't know, but it's just a thought. Alright, where I messed up on that bottom lash line, I'm going to go back into Senorita. To cover that up. Alright, and then for the lower lash line, Cali Ray Come Hell or High Water. Did that just get up on my top? I think it did. Shoot. I'll fix it. No big deal. Alright. And I just barely put any on the bottom lashes. Whoops. Don't want to put too much. I want them to be seen, but not overly seen. Yeah, I think I got it where I want them. Because really my bottom lashes are longer than my top lashes. I don't get it, but they are. every time I hear that thing flying, I'm like so scared. You know, if you take this little thing here, clean it off. I have glitter. It picks the glitter right off. This particular glitter. Oh. Yeah, forget it. I'll be here all day. We're not doing that. But I guess if you only had one or two pieces, that might be the way to go. Alright, overall, what do you all think about this palette? Like, to be fair, it does smell, which leads me to believe that it's hit its end. But with that said, it still performed really well. I mean, the color is pigmented. The blend is there. It's not patchy. It built upon itself. It's blendable. The gradient is pretty between the colors. Am I a fan of the glitter? No. Was it calling to me? Yes. Should I have used it? Probably not. Or if I did, I should have been very detailed in where I put it. I will say that. But overall, I'm not a big glitter person to begin with, so keep that in mind. If you are, obviously you may have a completely different, view on it. But, like, I like this palette. And even though it smells bad, and I probably should get rid of it, I'm not going to. And I'll continue to use it, so. But it definitely smells like crayon, for sure. Like, there's no doubt in my mind. I can smell that. It smells bad. For lip liner, I am using the Natasha Denona in Renee. I was never mind. Don't matter. Renee. And then for the lipstick, I put on Calabasca. Sorry. No, Casablanca by Tom Ford. And we will just add a little bit more of that. And then we will call it a day. So the look came out not how I intended it by any means, but beautiful nonetheless. And to say that I threw this together quickly, like the face and all, obviously me rambling isn't helping. But the fact that I did throw it together so quickly, I'm impressed. Because I feel like if I had taken my time, it would have came out even better. Because like I said, I would have been more detailed and, with certain placements of stuff. But overall, I am so pleased. And I really think it looks pretty. I think the whole face does, to be fair. The cheeks, the bronzer, the highlighter, the eyeshadow look, the colors, all of it go well together. And I'm ready to, go through my day. But let me know, what do you guys think about Valentine's Day? Like, when somebody releases a Valentine's Day palette, are you wanting Valentine's Day colors, as in the traditional colors of Valentine's Day, or are you wanting like a glam look that would fit to make you feel the prettiest that you could feel? You know what I mean? Color story. Like, I'm just curious. Because to me, I don't know. Because to me, I feel like this is like an equivalent of both. You have your pinks in here for sure, but then you have your brick red, which is more brown, which then leads you back to a neutral look. You have your, like, it's almost like a gold, I guess. You have champagne color. You have a peachy color, pinky peach. But yet you have an orange. You have a brown, the hot pink. You have like a chili color, like the color of the red here in a metallic shade. So I think that this would be the closest to like a neutral slash Valentine's Day slash glam. You know what I mean? But let me know your thoughts on it. I think they kind of tried to nail it all into this palette, and at least I can say that I can do a glam look and I can do a Valentine's Day inspired look. You know what I mean? But let me know. And we shall move on tomorrow to yet another Valentine's Day palette because I have so many of them. And I will see you there. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all. That way you're notified when I upload. I upload every day but Sunday unless there is a new launch. And I will see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.